Thank you, Cedric. Listen, I just love every person that took their time to come and share with us this afternoon, because there's a lot of other things you could be doing. And I'm so proud of my granddaughter, Ashley, and my niece, Dee, and all my friends, Pat, Connolly, and Marty, and all the folks that have spoken. I'll get in trouble trying to read every name that I know has appeared. But what I want to say is, as Cedric has said, it does date me. Back in 1960, when FDR was running for president, I was in elementary school, and I caught the bug for the Democratic Party and its principles. And so I wore a great big old button in elementary school that said if I were 21 years old, I'd vote for JFK. Yes. And I worked and I sealed envelopes and I went and knocked on doors in elementary school for JFK. So I've been in the storm a long time. And I want you to know it is a passion of mine that we have equality for everybody and justice. And so that's one of the reasons that I'm in this race. But the thing that troubles me the most is that we're moving away from the values of JFK. JFK says, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Right now, we're not feeling that. We're not seeing that. And when I grew up, it was a place where we all pulled together. The rising tide lifted all boats. Right now, it's I get mine and you get yours if you're lucky. And if you get more than I got, then you're a taker and I'm a maker. We need to move from that. My belief is that we can all work together and do what we can to improve ourselves, our family, and our lives. I was just watching the other day, and they're talking about taking away the policy for clean water. Are you listening to this? Yeah. Clean water. Most basic for life. They're talking about rolling back the policies on clean water. They've already rolled back the policies on clean air. North Texas has not passed the clean air EPA standards in 20 years. Wow. My friend Harriet, who was supposed to be here speaking today, suffers with COPD and some other respiratory illnesses, and she can't go out doing the bad ozone days. When Ashley's dad was still living, my son that was a veteran, he couldn't go out on bad ozone days because of his respiratory situation. And the callousness of Scott Pruitt, who is our EPA director, rolling back even further the policies on clean air is just a criminal act. And I want to stand up. I want to stand up for our families that are suffering with asthma. I want to stand up for my friend Harriet, who has COPD and struggles to breathe and has to use oxygen. I want to stand up for our public schools because I'm a public school educator and I'm darn proud of it. I've retired and I've gone back to work for Christine Monson School Board of Education. I've gone back to them. I can't leave them because education is a great equalizer. And it troubles me greatly when I hear all of our Republican friends saying, well, we need to take those public school monies and put them in private and charter schools. By God, I sent one of my children to a private school and I paid on an educator's salary because that was best for him. Ashley's dad graduated from Lamar High School. That was best for him. He had a quality, world-class education at Lamar High School. I want every child that's in the public schools across this nation, especially District 6, to get a world-class education. My son, Ashley's father, also suffered from the Gulf War syndrome. And it is a shame the way we talk about how great our military is, but yet still they have to hurry up and wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. It took him 3 years to get benefits after he'd gone and fought in the Saudi war under George Bush I. There are the same issues facing our Iraq and our Afghanistan veterans right now. And I have a friend who's a lieutenant colonel and couldn't be here today because of her illnesses. She has done 6 tours of duty in Iraq. Wow. And she's paid the supreme price, 12 surgeries. Wow. Now, she's still fighting to get full benefits. Do you understand what we're facing? And then when I turn and I look at the talk about rolling back Medicare and to take away Medicaid, what are we going to do? Are we going to just let our ill people die? Are we going to turn our backs on our seniors who depend on Medicare and Medicaid? Do we understand that 80% of all the people that are in the nursing homes get their money through Medicaid? Regardless of their station in life, Medicaid pays a bulk of the bill. And as we speak right now, the leadership of the Republican Party is trying to underfund Medicaid, and they're trying to drive out Medicare and cut out $800 billion. We can do better than that. I will only be one vote, but I will lead together with other people that believe like I do. better in the economy. I am very upset when I look back at the record of the person who's serving in office right now, and when Arlington, Texas, General Motors plant needed someone to stand up to vote for them, to say that we'll keep you alive and help you to go through bankruptcy in 2008 when we went through the recession, he did not stand up. He sat down. Thousands of jobs in Arlington could have been lost. We must stand together and make sure that we build private-public partnerships so that we can have a greater economy. I spoke with the president of UTA the other day, and he says, Ruby, we're losing our grants for a lot of our programs at the college level. Will you help us? I spoke with the superintendent of school in Arlington, and he says, sure, we have STEM programs, but we have a lot of kids that don't qualify for that. What those students need are apprenticeships in carpentry, electronics, plumbing, aerospace, mechanic. They need building trades. A lot of different trades are underserved because we're not preparing our children for that. And they want to have an apprenticeship program that goes from the high school and it provides a way for those children to make a living for the rest of their lives. Let's work together to improve our schools, and improving the schools with a private-public partnership and adding grants for our colleges and our public schools will help us have more jobs. The greatest number of jobs in District 6 are service level jobs. You know what that is? All right, that means you get minimum pay. Or maybe $10 if you're lucky. You have to have 2 jobs to make it in District 6 if that's what your money is. We can do better. We've got a great pool of resources right here at the University of Texas at Arlington. We've got a great resource at UNT. We've got TCU. We've got all the Tarrant County colleges. And they're preparing our students, but we're not providing jobs to them. Some of them are flipping burgers when they finish. They're doing menial jobs with great degrees. We can do better. We must put our minds to that. And that's one of the reasons that I'm running. I want your support. My name is Ruby Faye Woolridge. I'm running for Congress District 6, and I want to win.